hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. Even if not, that's okay too, little bunny. Get over here. You are so precious to me, little bunny. Do you know how precious you are to me? I don't think you do. I think you underestimate how precious you are to me, little bunny. I really, really think about you all the time of every day. Not all of the time of every day, but many times every single day. And every time it's good thoughts. Every time it's, how can I bring you some joy? And when I think of you supporting me, little bunny, even just opening your heart, makes me happy too. Sometimes it's hard to be good for you, little bunny. I had 3 failed locked audios this week. I recorded 3 separate locked audios for you, and they all did not pass the quality check test. I'm going to make one more tomorrow morning, post it before the podcast so that you get one for the week. That's a locked audio is a Patreon audio. You can find that link in lindy.garden/list. Yay, hooray. That's 18 and above though. So, oh, little bunny. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'll commit to it. I think tomorrow morning I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour. And I'm going to say, I love you over and over for 1 hour. And I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to be scrolling on my phone and saying it or watching a video and saying it. I'm just going to sit there for an hour with you. I'll have coffee. Sit there for an hour with coffee. Just tell you how much I love you. And now I have to do it, little bunny, because I have thrown myself under the bus. Done. No take backs. That's the only way anything's going to get done over here, little bunny. As if I promise you things and follow through. It's easy. All I have to do is show up for you, little bunny. I love you very, very much. I'm feeling quite loopy today. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice that I feel loopy? You say, Daddy, what is a loopy? What do you mean you feel loopy? And little bunny, that means that you know that I'm a crazy person, right? Of course I'm crazy. I live in New York City. And, and I do things like the garden. And I do things like never miss a week of podcast episode. And I do things like, well, you'll have to investigate further. You have to find all the different crazy goings on in the garden. But this is the price of admission, little bunnies. At least for me being me. Some weeks I'm just a little loopy. And that is this week. So you're going to have to be kind to me, little bunny. Okay? Can you be kind to me? As kind as I am to you. And I tried to do a variety of different locked audios. It's been a while since I've had a spicy one. So I attempted twice to make a good spicy audio. Both times they were not that good. So those got cut. And one of them was a wisdom, super important wisdom episode. I thought it was really good. And it was an hour long of teaching you the sequence that I developed, little bunny, for myself. This was many years ago when I was in the deepest throes. Is it throes of depression or troughs of depression? We'll say I was in the deepest troughs of depression. And for my own sake, I came up with this sequence of mindset shifts. Sounds like I'm selling a product, right? Do my 5-step program to rid you of your depression and anxiety. Sounds like that, but really it was a little sequence that I invented for myself that I did every day that helped dig me out of depression or build a ladder to get out of the pit of depression. So that was a locked audio I recorded today. And then I listened back to it, and it just was not good enough, little bunny. It just was not good enough for you. So I'm so sorry that I am late to posting a locked audio. Super sorry. But I'll still show up. And that's what's nice, little bunny, is that saying I love you for an hour, that is a 3-sentence script. So even if I'm loopy, I would do it tonight, but I've been really good about my sleep, little bunny. Have you been good about your sleep? You gotta be good about your sleep. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about health stuff, I don't think, but in my exercise class today, I fucked up my back. No. Not a daddy talking about his back breaking. I promised myself I wouldn't say that I hurt myself in my exercise class. I promised myself I wouldn't say it, little bunny, but there you go. You have an injured loopy daddy here for you right now, who loves you very, very much and will always show up for you. If nothing else, little bunny, if I fail at producing good content for you 3 times in a row in 1 week, maybe even 4 times. 3 is a better number. Failed 3 times in a row in 1 week for you to make stuff good enough for you. At least I will always show up for you, little bunny. You're worth people showing up for you. You're worth love. Worthy of love. You make me happy. Did you know that? You make me happy. Although I do care so much about being good for you, making good stuff for you. Little bunny. You have to deal with a loopy daddy this week. I'm sorry. I get a card. I get like a get out of jail free card, and it's a loopy daddy card, and it recharges. I think I get 3 or 4 a year. And so I am playing the loopy daddy card, little bunny. And it is just going to be a bad podcast episode. It's just going to be bad. So turn it off. Come back next week. There's a gift that you can give people, a social gift. You can give it to me if you'd like, or you can give it to anyone else that you like. It's the gift of not being needed to be pleased, not being needed to be entertained. I'll give you a very practical example, little bunny. I do partner dancing. And at partner dances, you go to the social and you dance with a bunch of different people. It's all casual. And some dances are good. Some dances are bad. Some are some combination in the middle. And you know what the most reliable way to have a good dance with me is? It's not how good you are at doing the moves, not how advanced you are. It's not how stylish you're dressed. It's not how closely you can follow if I'm doing the leading and you're doing the following. It's really none of that, little bunny. there's this completely beneath language, core statement you can tell someone. That is, you don't have to impress me. You're safe to just be you with me. So I can feel that with some people dancing to where the dance is not about me, the lead, entertaining you. Not about me, the lead, impressing you. There's just this incredible nonverbal embrace that I feel. And it's just with about 10 or 20% of follows really have this. Where it's just like it's just okay to be here. It's okay to be you. And I want that between you and me, little bunny. You come to me as you are. You never have to impress me. You never have to show off for me. You never have to be a certain way. You never have to look a certain way. You don't have to come from some background or have some skill or personality trait even. You don't need anything with me, little bunny. Let me be a place of complete dropping of all armor. A place where you can just become a puddle of water. You'll be a protected puddle of water. I'll put up little roadblock things around you so no one steps in you, my little bunny puddle. You can rest your head on my shoulder and just not even worry what I think about you. Just not worry how you come across to me. You don't even have to worry about what I need. Let me be a tree that you rest against. I think I might be a tree, little bunny. Oh, I want to tell you something while I'm loopy. I don't know if I should tell you. I think I'll save it. Oh, sorry, little bunny. But I'll just give you a little hint, which is that I think I would make a good tree, don't you think? I think I would make a good linden tree. There's a tree called a linden tree. Did you know this? Some look cooler than others. I'm not sure what it's going to look like if you just search engine linden tree. But do you think I would make a good tree, little bunny? I'll let you think about what that means. Nice linden tree. Oh, you know what, little bunny? I want you to guess what you might call my spirit animal. Or if you don't like the term spirit animal, you can, what is my resonance animal? Whatever you enjoy. What animal do you think I am, little bunny? I want to hear your guess. Don't necessarily think garden, because then I think in the garden I'm just a human. You're my bunny and I'm a human, or a tree. But if you had to assign an animal to me, what animal would you assign? It was just a few months ago that I finally figured out for sure what my animal is. This would be fits your personality the most and just your place in the world, place in life, the role you play in other people's lives. Ow, fuck, my back hurts. Oh, fuck. I wonder what a Loopy Daddy card looks like. You want to draw that for me? That can be something you give me. Oh man, I was looking into how I can get a P.O. box set up for you to send me stuff. I think when the startup launches, I can just give you the P.O. box that I have for my LLC. Because at that point, privacy is more impossible than it was before. So that'll be nice. When the startup launches, I'll give you a P.O. box. I would love for you to send me a Loopy Daddy card. I'm just imagining it's like a playing card or a tarot card or a get out of jail free card from Monopoly. And 3 to 4 times a year, let's say 4 times a year, once a season, I'm using my wintertime Loopy card as we are ending wintertime. Then I absolutely, ow, fuck. Then I absolutely don't have to give a good podcast episode. Turn it off, little bunny. Turn it off now. It's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Oh, be kind to me, little bunny. You be kind to me. Maybe I'll make you smile anyway. Oh, little bunny, yes. Oh, haha, because you didn't turn it off. The episode's about to get way better because I just remembered my idea for how I can cop out over the quality of this episode. Check it out, little bunny. So sometimes on the Discord, which is part of the locked section of the garden, it's like a little social app platform. Sometimes I play a game that is Would You Rather. And I just make up some random Would You Rathers. And we vote to see which one you would rather. So let's see. Would you rather, little bunny? Perfect weather 40% of the days, or almost perfect weather 100% of the days? Does it make sense? So would you rather, little bunny? And you can define what perfect weather is. Would you rather have perfect weather 40% of the days in the year? Or would you rather have almost perfect weather 100% of the days? And then there's voting on it. So what do you think? You say which one you would rather, but then what do you think? What's the more popular one? More bunnies said they would rather 100% almost perfect weather. I think I would rather have 40% of the days be perfect weather. Gives you reasons to go out and reasons to stay in. I think that variation makes such a big difference on our happiness. I think we would get bored of everything being the same. Next one, little bunny. Would you rather already know the ending of every movie and therefore you can't be surprised? Or you never get to watch the top 10% of best movies, but everything is fresh? Does that make sense? So would you rather every movie is spoiled for you, but you can watch any movie? Or would you rather that you get to watch movies fresh, but you miss the top 10% of best movies? And you can't watch those. Which would you rather? The bunny vote came down for They would rather don't know the ending and miss out on the top 10%. These are split, by the way. It's very rarely 100% one way or the other. It's usually 2-1 or 1-1. God, I think I would agree, little bunny. I think I'd rather miss out on the top 10% of movies and get to be surprised. What do you think? I come up with all these, by the way. I come up with them on the fly. Would you rather be able to, optionally, read someone's mind when kissing them, or be able to steal people's attention in a positive way with a piercing, flirtatious flick of your eyes? You get that? You can either read someone's mind when you're kissing them, or you can steal someone's attention in a positive way with a flirtatious flick of your eyes. Which would you rather, little bunny? I personally would rather the flick of the eyes. Yeah. I think once I am making out with someone, I have a somewhat good idea of what they think of me. The vote, by the way, was to have 2-1 was to have the mind reading kissing power. That's what Bunny has preferred on the Discord. Would you rather, little bunny, another one from me off the top of the head? Oh, this one's stupid, doesn't make sense. Receive all my love in the world, or receive all my love in the world plus 2,000. That's me being loopy. Let's see. Would you rather, little bunny, be able to conjure flowers from thin air, or always smell fresh without trying? Tough one, right? If you could conjure flowers out of thin air, you could give fun gifts for people. You could always have flowers decorating pretty easily. But at the same time, you can always just get flowers, right? And if you just always smelled nice without caring, well then that's just a load off your mind, right? And you can bounce around places without needing to freshen up in between. This one, by the way, I think I would personally prefer staying fresh, always smelling fresh without trying. This one was a slight vote towards always smell fresh without trying, although there are some passionate cases in favor of being able to conjure flowers from thin air. Would you rather, little bunny? Make sure I'm still recording and be fucking stupid. Okay. I love you, little bunny. Thanks for putting up with me. Would you rather? Oh, this is a curse. You have to pick one of these curses. Would you rather have the curse that you can never do mental math correctly, or you can never remember the difference between right and left, but you can still do the trick with your thumb and your index finger to remind yourself which way is left, but you still have to do that? I'll say this one again. The curse is either you can never do mental math correctly, or you can never remember the difference between right and left, but you can check your left hand. You know that trick? Your thumb and your index finger make an L with your left hand, so you can know which one's left is. But you have to do that, or else you won't know which way is left. Which one would you choose, little bunny? The majority chose They would rather be cursed with not remembering the difference between left and right by about 2 to 1. Can you do the mental math of what 2 to 1 means? I think that's what I would choose too. I think it's really useful to be able to do mental math, especially if you have a startup little bunny. Right and left is not as important to me these days. So was that the last one? Maybe there's one more. Okay, I think this is the last of the would you rathers. Would you rather, little bunny, get a random, new, cool superpower every day, but it's for one day? Or you get a single superpower of your choosing forever, but you only have that one power. So it's either having a randomly assigned superpower every day, and you never get the same one twice. It's just a lifetime of different superpowers, and they're all cool. Or you get to pick your superpower. That's the only one you get, but you do get to pick it and you have it forever. Which one would you pick, little bunny? This is one where my vote was the opposite of what the bunny majority said. The bunny majority said at about 3 to 1. It was to get a single superpower of bunny choosing. And I, little bunny, I would rather have a new superpower every day. Because every day you wake up and you're just like so excited to live your day in a way that you never would have expected. And if you use each power to the max, you can, ow, fuck, my back hurts. Ow, fuck. Little bunny. This just happened this morning. Okay. Imagine how much you could really change the world, or at least your life. How much you could accomplish, broadly speaking, if you had a different power every day. Because some powers, there's got to be diminishing returns on every power, right? Certainly the most useful stuff you could do for a power, you could do in a day, right? Not the majority of stuff all the time, but it's like you could prioritize the most useful uses of a power and get it done in that one day, right? So you're going to miss out on the lifetime of what the power could give you. But you have an infinite supply of the first day of a power. So you just get so much more value out of it, right? You can just accomplish so much more. The fun twist that I thought at the end of this, and this went in my ideas journal, is what if there's this world where everybody has a new superpower every day for that day? But there's no announcement about what it is. You don't wake up. It's different for every person. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't just know what your new superpower is. You would have to figure out what the power is. And so most days you would actually go the whole day having a superpower, not knowing what the power is because it just does not naturally manifest itself in your day. And then you go to bed and it's going to be a new power the next day, and you may accidentally figure it out. So for example, if it's mind reading, then you'll probably know, you'll figure it out. You'll walk down the street or go to the coffee shop and it's like, oh, I can read your mind. But if it's something like being able to walk on water, you might not. You might go your one day of being able to walk on water, not realizing you can walk on water because you wouldn't step out into water. You'd only know it if it was a rainy day and there was a puddle that you you misjudged and someone else walked through it. I think that was on in Bruce Almighty, the movie, wasn't it? Maybe. Was it? I think so. So I wrote that idea down in the journal, and maybe that'll be a story someday. Maybe that'll be a little Daddy Lindy short story. What do you think? Are you keeping an ideas journal, little bunny? I want you to keep an ideas journal. Just a note on your phone. One note. Don't make new notes every time you have an idea. You're never going to find it. You're never going to find it. One note on your phone with all of your ideas from every single variety. Just whenever you get an idea that makes you chuckle, makes you go, oh, you write it down. You will thank me, little bunny. Trust me. Write down your ideas in one place. All right? I think I must get to bed, little bunny. I will talk to you tomorrow morning, perhaps after having spent an hour telling you that I love you. Because even when I'm loopy, I never lose the ability to show up. And you know what? If I'm loopy, and that's the superpower of the day, I'd better make good use of it and do something totally insane like an insane person would. I'll talk to you in just a moment, little bunny. Good night. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well, thank you for asking. I've got you your poem in honor of the locked audio I just recorded. It goes like this. I love you, little bunny. 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 Have a great, great week, little bunny. With you always. Always here. Here forever. Forever loving you fully. I love you. I love you. I love you.